Folks, there is that sinking feeling of, I violated my probation. What is going to happen to me? Because let's face it, everybody you talk to, criminal defense people like me, as a knee-jerk reaction, are probably going to tell you you're going to jail or prison if you violate your felony probation. I'm here to tell you that is not true. I'm here to tell you the judge has his or her hands tied on your violation of probation and cannot send you to jail or prison. Cannot, under certain circumstances. So I want to talk about that because this came up in the recent case of Allen Rody v. State, R-A-D-I, because Rody was sentenced to jail or prison on a violation and then came back on appeal and said, under a new Florida statute, somewhat new, I don't qualify to be sent away. I qualify for reinstatement. Not just qualify, but judge, you should have done this for me. So I want to talk about that. That is an important change in the law. I've been defending violations since '93. That is 31 plus years, depending on when you're watching this. And I can tell you for most of those years, I would tell you on a felony violation, you are going to jail or prison. Most of the judges in Central Florida here are going to do that to you. However, this new statute, newish, it's been around for a little while, prevents the judge from sending you away. It's 948.06, subsection 2F. I want to talk about that because in the Rody case, the appellate court said, yeah, you shouldn't have been sent away. Under 948.06, you should have been reinstated. There are 4 very important conditions that unlock the door to this little statute that we love so much. And I want to talk about that. Subsection F gives us the 4 breakdowns, right? First of all, the supervision is probation. What I mean by that is it's not community control, because this loophole that prevents you from going to jail or prison does not apply to community control. Only you probation folks out there. Sorry, you community control folks. Life sucks on community control to begin with, and the violations are pretty harsh. But if it's just felony probation, you qualify. Number 2, you do not qualify as a violent felony offender of special concern. Look, folks, there are violent felony offenders that do their prison time, they're rehabilitated, and they get placed out on probation. If they violate, guess what? This statute does not apply to them, okay? So assuming you're not a violent felony offender of special concern, you've knocked out 2 of these. Number 3, your violation is a low-risk violation. What the hell is a low-risk violation? Well, the legislator, for once, was actually paying attention to what they wrote, and in subsection 9, they talk about what a low-risk violation is, and I printed it out here. So, under subsection 9B of 948.06, we get to talk about what kind of violations qualify as low risk, what kind of violations will get you out of a jail or prison sentence. That's what you want to know. Number 1, positive drug or alcohol test, you qualify to not go away. Number 2, you failed to report to the probation office, or you failed to report a change in address, or you failed to attend a required class or treatment or counseling session, you failed to submit to a drug or alcohol test, you violated your curfew, you left the county without permission, you failed to report a change in employment, you associated with a person engaged in criminal activity. That's basically the list. There are also moderate risk violations, and you don't qualify if you did a moderate risk violation, but what I just listed, those are low risk violations, and guess what? If it's any of those, you qualify to not go to jail or prison. The judge should just reinstate your probation. Now, here's the 4th thing. The 4th thing is the most important thing I'm going to say about this. The 4th thing is, this must be your first violation. You cannot have been found guilty of violating this probation before, because if you violated before, everything we're talking about, the loophole under 948.06 just doesn't apply to you. But for you first-time violators, it does apply to you. And the judge must give you probation or what have you, but the judge must not send you to jail or prison. This is a beautiful thing. You might not even need an attorney if you fall under all these criteria, though I highly recommend, like a barber telling you you need a haircut, I do recommend you get one. And if something happened to you in Central Florida, of course, this is what I do for a living. I hope that you'll call our office. We'd be happy to help you. If not, I would like you to hit whatever buttons are on the screen that you can subscribe or like this. It kind of helps us out, and I do appreciate you watching. Thanks.